102 Cast, Episode 1. All right, guys. My name is Kyle. I'm joined here today with our other people in the... Wow, this is really bad.
The other people here.
Yeah. These other dickheads just sit next to me.
All right, yeah.
It's the Three Dudes podcast.
Yeah, Three Dudes. All right. So there's Kyle, and to my right of me is Steve.
Hello.
Say hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
And to my left, Mike.
Hello.
Let's go around and tell you a little bit about ourselves. On the 102 Cast, what we have here is a big list each one of us has made. We have 18 good and 18 bad, respectively, for each person. And we throw them into a big list, and we watch a random one of them. And we tell you about them. So the interesting thing about this list is we each made it our own. So we ourselves chose movies we hate and movies we love, or TV shows we hate and TV shows we love, or anime. Basically any kind of media we find necessary to torture each other with.
Yeah, torture fun.
Torture, share the love.
Yeah.
Share the pain.
As I said before, my name's Kyle. I work making videos for a trailer part company, which shall be named Indisclosed. It's really boring work. Really nothing videos, just, hey, this hitch is cool. Kind of things you can expect from me on the list. There's going to be a lot of anime, a lot of weird foreign movies and weird foreign TV shows. I just don't really like anything from here, guys. Sorry.
I kind of look forward to that, to be honest, because with foreign film, whether it's good or bad from a film-wise, you still get to see a lot of culture in that, and I kind of dig that.
True.
I can get behind that. I don't watch enough foreign films.
Yeah, I mean,
I enjoy them when I see them, but
I try to keep it varied, especially for something like this. All right, Steve, you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
So, I'm Steve. I've been an alcoholic for 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
Oh. No, not an alcoholic. Let's strike that from the record. I am a software engineer. I do work for a company which will be unnamed. It's interesting work, but it's a living, and it's fun. It's what I went to school for.
It's a living.
Stuff you can expect from me, at least on the list. A lot of bad horror movies, especially lately.
You're kind of the guru of bad movies.
Yeah, I like bad movies. I like finding them and watching the train wreck that is to come. And then a lot of, I hate using this word, but like auteur films. I hate using that word, but like I like directors is a big thing that I like. I like watching movies that and seeing what certain directors do that's kind of the same across the board in all of their movies. So a lot of directors that do stuff like that, you'll find on my list, like Wes Anderson or Tarantino, etc., etc.
And Mike?
Hey! Well, I work in IT at a company I will undisclose. But I might be getting a promotion, so I handle more.
We work at the same company.
Okay, yes, we work at the same company.
We all work at the same company.
No, shut up.
That would be great. That means there would actually be a chance I'd actually program like I want to.
No,
but it's okay. It's all right. It is what it is right now. And you know what? The job pays the bills. I do like who I work with, who I work under.
I'd hope so. One of them's here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that salty son of a bitch. But yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, and life's going pretty well for the most part. My list is a little all over the place because I did almost the entire thing last night. I went through the list of animes that were at the con I was just at, because I just went to an anime con the other week, and I took a bunch of panels that I missed of different shows. I'm like, this just sounds god-awful. Even the description's bad, and I just threw it into my bad side of the list. But I also have some favorites of mine in my goods. I have like one Quentin Tarantino film, a few others that I feel are those diamonds in the rough, if you will, like movies that are classic that were just missed. That I ask, hey, you've seen this film, right? And everyone says no, and it's a really good film. I mean, at least I like them, and then maybe they're not actually good,
Yeah, that's another thing we seem to be aiming with this podcast. Like, we'll have stuff in here that's we may not have seen, but we'd like to add it to our list. Like, oh, I know for a fact that this movie is good. Yeah. And I know for a fact these two other people haven't seen it yet.
See, that was the trick. Last night I was going through a ton of films, and because majority of mine are film. You know, I do have some TV shows in there and the animes as well, but I really tried to just look at things that I know neither of you have seen. And some of that list, you know, it was crazy. Like, oh, have they seen this? Yeah, it's a Mel Brooks film. Who hasn't seen this?
Right.
You know, and it's kind of like that. So we'll see.
Yeah. You guys want to get this ball rolling? I'm a little nervous, honestly. We did a podcast very similar to this for a little while. We won't tell you what it is because, quite frankly, I'm not too proud of it.
You know, take your own stride.
We had our fun times, but, you know...
I smashed the machine. It doesn't work anymore.
Our new machine, I think, is a little bit more reliable.
Yeah, listen.
Well, I think it watched...
You made it.
Yeah.
It watched his brother die in front of it, you know, so I think it sent a clear message.
All right, guys. Are you guys ready to roll for the first time? Now, whatever comes up first isn't going to be it. I have to hit the command for it. All right. I'm just going to hit once.
Okay. Beep, bop, boop, boop, bop. Let's see what it can say.
All right. So, first off, have you seen this? I don't think so.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Okay.
No.
So, this is from my good list, a little anime called Magi. So this is going to be the story of, like, Aladdin and Alibaba and all those guys, but kind of like with the cool... It's an anime in a setting that you're not going to see very often, like the Arabian Nights kind of style, where it's like there's going to be magic and stars and swords and magic. And
okay, you got me intrigued so far.
And also the opening is, like, possibly the best opening song, like, ever.
Ooh, that's a bold statement,
it's gonna...
Oh, no. I've seen the opening for Bakemonogatari. That's a pretty good song.
There's like 13 of them. All right, guys, we're gonna watch one episode, 2 episodes. We didn't actually discuss this, like when it lands on certain ones. You know, I feel more comfortable watching 2 episodes of this. Like,
what are they, half hour each?
Yeah, they're a half hour each.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's
like,
do 2.
when we hit our movies, we're gonna be here for a little while longer. So, and hey, if we like it, maybe a third. Well, all right, so
I'm game for that.
We'll come back to you guys. You guys feel free to watch this too. Couldn't recommend more. Probably be more enjoyable experience if you guys pause here. Maybe watch an episode. Hell, maybe even watch a trailer. Know what we're talking about. And then catch us in a couple minutes.
All right. See you on the other side.
Watching, reading, experiencing Magi. So, I love it. That's why I put it on the list. What do you guys think?
I really liked it. Not only did I like that the setting was very different, I just like how the story's been playing out so far. Like, I really like the layout.
Right.
How it's all going, like the character introduction and how it's all going through. Like,
I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Yeah. I'm really glad.
That's one of the better animes I think I've ever seen.
You know, I would agree with that. And we watched 2 episodes, to let the rest of you know. And at the end of the second one, it's to a point where you want to immediately jump into the third. I think me and Steve both had that urge, like, you know, we will kind of want to watch the next one right now, kind of thing.
Now, it's interesting. Going back and watching this, I can actually ask you guys this. What do you think of the pacing of the first episode? Like, me knowing what was going on, I thought it was a little slow. And I'm like, oh, man, they might not like it because it's so slow in the beginning.
I could agree with that. It was a little bit on the slower side. But, not like bad slow. I don't know if it was...
Well, it is a lot of setup in the beginning.
Yeah.
There was a lot of setup, but at the same time, however it went and flowed, for me, it wasn't too slow. I think it was at the right pace. If it was any longer, then I think I would have been a little bit more upset with it, but I was actually very pleased. Maybe it's the fact that it's a different environment that this takes place in. Like, we're not in Tokyo or any of the ones that they're all in, like a high school or any of that. This is...
Yeah, you're not gonna see...
No, and I like that.
You're not gonna see Senpai in the next classroom over.
This is literally, okay, you're in the Middle East. These people are slaves and being beaten half to death because they're slaves.
Yeah, class comes up a lot in this show.
Which in the Middle East, that was very... I mean, not that that's the only place, but that the fact that they do go into all of that, and it's... They touch on it enough. They kind of, like I said, they line everything up really well. And they got a monster drunk. I was trying to eat them all. That made me
the big
laugh.
desert flower that loves wine.
Yeah, what did you guys do?
That was kind of the part where it just sort of went off the rails almost a little bit.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, wait a minute, where are we?
They don't really hint at it too much. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't cover too much. Like, I spent the first part, like the first, I guess, half of the episode thinking, okay, it's kind of like, it's the real world, but, there's genies and shit. It's the real world, but it's got, Aladdin and everything.
Right.
But then it just sort of went, it was like, okay, there's more to it, and this is normal to them, like this
and it definitely isn't your Disney's Aladdin by any means.
Definitely not.
No, I mean, it's... When they said, we're taking wine, that's risky. Originally I think we all thought, like, robbers are going to try to come and take it. No, it's a giant plant that's an alcoholic. Okay. Like, that's really neat. And and no, this is by no means for, like you said, it's not Disney. I love the one. I mean, how old is Aladdin supposed to even be in this? Like, obviously,
are you talking about the date it aired, or...
No, his actual age in the show of the character.
Oh, I don't know.
Say. Because he's already got a very fondness towards women, and it's hysterical. Don't get me wrong, like, it's very funny.
I want to say he mentions he's, like, 12. Like,
wow.
That's the weird part, because this guy is just talking about how much he loves tits, and...
Yeah, it had me laughing hysterically. Like, I was not prepared for that, and the fact that they just did it was...
Yeah, they do a good amount of comedy with that character.
The comedy's generally spot on, too, I feel like.
Elizabeth with the crooked nose.
Oh my god, his face though when he sees her was so funny.
She comes back at a certain point in the series.
Oh god.
She's not a major character. It's like the same gag again, but like
reminded me a lot of JoJo.
She does come in like you expect that like menacing like thing to come out because she's like just so buff. Oh man. What do you guys think of the art? Like, one of, like, the main things I really like about this is, like, the characters are simple. Like, the lines are very straight. There's not a lot of detail drawn at the face. But, like, it kind of conveys a lot more emotion in each person. Like, you can really see, like, Aladdin's conviction or, like, Morgana's kind of stoicness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I would...
Well, that's her name. I don't know if they do.
I would agree that you can get facial expressions as in their mood or how they're feeling very well because of how it's drawn.
Right.
But although they're simple, I feel the environment is drawn very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that very sharp contrast between those two. Like, even the monsters were drawn very well. But then again, we're not worried about the emotion of something like that.
Right.
But it's, I don't know, I really like it. I'm probably going to go watch more of this, to be honest.
So I guess I could say you guys would recommend this to our listeners.
I would absolutely recommend it.
Absolutely, yeah. I've only seen 2 episodes, and I am going to watch more.
Yeah. It's something that if you're into anime or if you're into the whole Arabian Nights thing, I would definitely strongly recommend.
This is dubbed and subbed, for those of you who don't like reading.
Accessible.
I've listened to the dub before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Like, it's actually a pretty decent dub. So
they got decent voices.
Yeah, so, like, if you have someone who's either you're not that into anime or, like, you're trying to show this to somebody else who isn't, this is actually a pretty good first anime because it's not going to have those tropes you see everywhere. Yeah. It's going to be very different from other stuff.
This might not be a bad idea for one to show to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
If I'm going to actually get her into
this is definitely a pretty good gateway because, like, everyone has those expectations, like, oh, it's all girls in short skirts and robots, right?
Yeah.
It's really not.
Okay, but I like robots.
And there's nothing wrong with a good short skirt.
Okay, that's true too.
All right, guys. I guess we'll wrap it up if we got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I mean, that has been fun, and it makes me look forward to the rest of our list and many more to come. Like, I look very forward to this.
So, we'll post a link to the list in the description, so you guys will be able to see just what's in store for us. Send your recommendations, because what we're going to do is we're going to take Magi off the list. We have a couple backups that the rest of us has kind of set up to put in these spots. But we'd love to hear what you guys want us to watch, and we'll throw that in. Maybe we've seen it, maybe we haven't, Maybe we'll just do one for the request. Right, so the email is going to be the102cast@gmail.com. Again, the102cast@gmail.com. So go ahead and send us your requests, your thoughts, what you think about it.
Yeah, let us know if you guys watch Magi. Let us know what you think about it. You know?
Definitely. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially I don't know. I'm actually kind of super giddy that you guys really liked it too, because I don't know, it was so iffy because it's so out there, and I'm you know what, maybe it's not for some people, but
it's going to be something really interesting in the weeks to come as we do this. The things that are kind of here's this thing that I really love. And I'm putting this out there for you two to explore it.
Right,
and it's kind of are they gonna like it as much as I do?
Or hey, if it's on our shit list, it might be.
I mean, I like a lot of garbage, so I feel like we're definitely gonna run into one of those oh man, I really thought this was awful, and then we're all gonna come back. Actually, I really like it.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. We have so much we can go through and will go through. I look forward to all of it, to be honest.
All right, guys. Here's to a beautiful, horrible future. See you later, everybody.
See you.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah.
We discussed it amongst ourselves, and at the end of each episode, we're going to roll the machine again so you guys know what we're going to watch next week.
What's in store?
So we already went ahead, we rolled, and we got a little film called
Short Circuit. This is a movie from 1986.
Now, Steve, this is on your...
This is on my bad list. Although I don't necessarily know that it is going to be bad. I'm just kind of assuming because it's an 80s movie and it's about technology and hacking and futuristic stuff.
If I remember correctly, when I was a kid, I loved it. As I got older, I don't think that feeling stayed the same. Although, granted, last time I think I watched it I was 11. So...
I have no idea what this movie is, and I gotta say I'm excited.
So, all I really know is it's got a robot in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct me. Yeah, so they build a robot. Johnny Five is alive.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've been told at my job that this is like a rite of passage, that anybody who works in computer science has to see this movie. So I'm excited to finally see it.
I think I actually heard that while we were in school.
Yeah,
too. I remember
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Stay tuned next week for Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
See you later for real this time.
Yeah.
For real.
For real.
For real, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.